says, I can be bothered. I mean, I could be right now.
Yeah.
I can be bothered, irritated, and aggravated, or I can choose to be amused. Now, I don't know about that. Do you see any words of wisdom in that at all?
Well, you can choose to worry, just like I was telling Martha that she's a worrywart, so stop your worrying, you know.
Yes.
And we can be really frustrated and really bothered, you know. Some people are always on the go and they always have a time schedule, even for their social life, and they will feel that they have to be somewhere on time, 10 minutes of fun and then 10 minutes of this. They never learn to just kind of to let go, just to let go and let God, like we say, you know, and that can just amuse you then about how the different things come up.
And also it gives this thought that we can choose. We
can choose.
Yeah, some people don't like that word. Someone, you know, they don't. What do you mean I can choose? You know, but we can. Is that correct?
We have the ability and the right, and we have free will, and God's given us free will so that we can use our ability to make a choice. And like I always say, it's not about fate or destiny. It's about the choices we make that create our destiny, you know.
Okay, wonderful. Now back to the phones.
Back to the phones.
Okay, now let's hope that, you know, we're not cutting out. I believe this is Kevin on line 1. Hello, Kevin.
Hi.
Hi, Kevin. I hope we're not cutting out. Just talk into the phone and we'll, do you have a question?
Well, I'm just kind of curious what Usha has this can see for me.
For Kevin, okay.
Kevin, how old are you?
51.
51, and was it a specific area of your life you had a question about?
Anything, whatever comes up, whatever's most important,
whatever's most important for you.
Maybe for what's coming up in this new year. Is that
good? Yeah, in the immediate future.
Okay, good. All right.
Hello.
Yes.
Yeah, she's got flipping her cards here. We had a great shot of those. There they go.
There you go.
Our Francine's getting a good shot.
Kevin, it shows trips are coming up, and it shows. Were you planning on a trip far away?
Not necessarily. Maybe back to India.
That's what I was saying.
I hadn't had anything
my next question was, were you planning to go to India? Because I do see a trip coming up, and it shows that it's going to be a very spiritual journey for you. So it's not motivated by business, it's motivated more by meeting of individuals. And it shows that you already have a very good spiritual grasp on your abilities, and it shows a connection. You have a sense of seeking out joy, seeking out contentment. So it's wonderful to meet you. What a pleasure to meet you, Kevin.
Well, thank you.
Thank you for calling. Hope that's a wonderful, it sounds like a wonderful thing coming up for you.
Yes, if that's true, I'm very excited about going back. I was in India in '98, and to go back again, I'd be extremely thrilled.
Yes.
That's what I saw.
Fantastic.
Good luck. Have a fabulous trip.
If she says it, I'm sure it's good. Have a great one. Bye-bye.
Bye, Kevin.
Now, do we have another thought that you've, you know, we're just working you because we've got like just 17 minutes left.
Oh,
do you have another thought, you know, a prediction or anything you'd like to give us?
One of the other predictions, one of my clients keeps wondering when the big earthquake is going to hit California. It's not happening next year. So I don't see it. There will be some other earth movements like there are always. You know, there will be some other earthquakes all around the place, and we might experience a couple of small ones, but I don't believe it's the big one. You know, I could be proven a liar, but I have not seen it happening next year.
And I know you were tuned in to some extent to some of the tragedies, the tsunami and 9/11 even.
Yes, exactly.
And it's too bad that, you know, that people, we can't listen to that kind of thing.
No,
might have helped.
Well, the thing is, I get migraines whenever there is an earthquake somewhere, or there is a natural disaster, or you know, some war is going on. I'll get the dreams. When I get the migraines, I can't locate it exactly where it is. Sometimes I will. So I'll wake up and I'll tell my husband, I think Italy's just going to have an earthquake. Sure enough, in a couple of days or a week later, we'll find out that there has been one. China, when China had a big one, I felt it. There was one in Pakistan a few years ago, and I knew it was in the mountains, the K2 mountains.
Now, when you say you felt it, what do you mean by that? Because there may be a lot of people that have some sense of this.
I've been meeting a number of individuals now because I've been talking about how I get severe migraines whenever there is earth movement, and then I'll get a vision, you know, and usually first the migraine, then the vision. And then since I've been talking about it, a number of individuals have come up to me and said, you know, I get migraines when there is an earthquake, or I feel it, or things like that. Before the Bay Area, we had an oil spill recently. I have 3 parrots, and I had a dream that my birds were dead. And I woke up just really troubled, and I just immediately went and uncovered the cages, and they were all well, and they were sitting there, and they were fine. But I really felt that something is going to attack the birds.
And sometimes I know we're going to get to the next call here just a moment, but sometimes I think it's Kimberly that we're going to, is that right? Okay. Is that sometimes it's learning to interpret these things.
Yes.
Because we've had dreams, I'm sure everyone has, and yet it's symbolic or some way it's difficult to interpret.
Absolutely.
Like you think your birds may be dead and it's something else. So we have to learn this language of intuition.
Yes, and that's the biggest step. You know, even as now, and I've been doing readings for 42 years. Next year, Martha, will be 43 years that I've been doing readings. But even though I've been doing it for 43 years, I still feel there's so much I need to learn. Because just the interpretation of signs it's taken a while for me to understand, okay, when I see this color or this thing, it usually means this, you know? And so I'm still a student. And I will never ever say that I have mastered it, because I don't believe
that's why we know how good you are, because you don't say that. But I just meant like seeing the birds. It didn't mean necessarily they were dead, but they were telling you something and you were picking up on it.
I was picking up
and
that
you're learning.
Exactly.
And that's how we can start.
Yes, so that a tragedy was going to occur, and these feathered friends of ours were going to be hurt, you know?
Yes, exactly. Sometimes it is, let me just say, symbolic like that.
Exactly.
Or it's saying something, maybe the birds were showing you something bigger, like more birds, not yours, but of course we want to protect our own. All right, let's go to line 2, and I believe that it is Kimberly. Are you there, Kimberly?
Yes.
Welcome to Let Us Connect. I hope you can hear us. Just talk in the phone. What question do you have for Usha tonight?
Concerning career choice.
Career choice. Kimberly, how old are you?
42.
42. And are you working at the moment?
Say that again?
Are you working at the moment?
No.
Okay. This has been for the last 14 months?
Can you speak louder?
Oh, have you been working in the last 14 months?
Yes.
Okay. The job that you were doing before, is that the same career that you were in for 3 years? I think it shows since 2003, or for 3 years?
Hello?
Yes, did you hear that?
Oh, I can't hear you.
Have you been in that job for 3 years?
Oh, no.
Okay, because it shows that the last 3 years you have actually, the career of your future will be different to the one that you've been holding for the last 3 years. So that is the reason I wanted to validate if you've been in the same field for the last 3 years. It shows the career choice that you're going to be making. It shows there's still 2 more years before completion will be accomplished, which means that you still have training to do in order to be in the actual path that you'll be following. It shows in business, it shows in finance.
Can you hear? Hello? All right, we're going to just turn this one
disconnected.
Off. And maybe,
I'm sorry.
Yes, there's something with line 2 here, so maybe our Ruth can stick with 1 and 3 as much as possible. All right, so anyway, if you're listening, Kimberly, maybe you could give her just a little brief recap there.
Sure.
Then we'll go to the next
What the
call.
cards indicated, Kimberly, was that it'll take you 2 more years of training, and it shows that it'll be a business, so I feel that you'll go into your own business, but your career right now will entail finance, so that'll be a good training ground for you. So good luck. I saw a lot of financial success for you, so good luck.
All right. You know, I was thinking about how you were talking about the years of meditation and also giving ourselves time to, you know, in this busy